Hello guys, this is Big Joy FX here. So welcome to my YouTube channel. So please kindly subscribe if you are just joining. So today we'll just be doing a weekly outlooks on some of currency pair which are much more easier and much more easy to analyze. So for this week, this is on the 18th Sunday. So now I'll just be analyzing the easy currency pair that is going to be like happening this week, so that everyone can also look at it on their own trading view, both beginner and also like trade it. So if you really like to do it. Now the first one we'll be looking at is GBPAUD. So let's go on a weekly time frame of GBPAUD, or let's use the daily time frame here. So we're using top analysis in this act. Let's use the daily time frame. Now the data from GBPAUD is uptrend. Market is forming new break of structure to the upside. Market is forming new break of structure to the upside. Break of structure to the upside. Market is still continuing going up. Has not yet changed any structure or any trend. So now let's now look at, okay, this shows us that okay, we are still going to be looking for buy. Now what do we do next? Now a higher time frame is used for what? Knowing the trend of the market. We know okay, this is an uptrend. Now let's go to a 4 hours time frame. Now the 4 hours time frame now tells us that what? Now through the 4 hours time frame, what I notice here on my own part of analysis, what I notice here, I don't need to do too much on this part. Now first of all, I'll first mark out my zones, which is this one. I'll mark out my zones. My first zone, which is this. Now my second zones, I'll also mark out this, which forms a what? A double bottom. I'll mark out my second zones, which forms a what? A double bottom. Now what would I be waiting for now as my own bias for this new week in GBPAUD? Now I'll be waiting for what? I'll be waiting for either a breakout here, market should push upward, or a retest at this point, market should push downward. So now let's expect something like this inside of these two. A breakout here, continue pushing upward, or a retest and continue pushing downward. So this is my bias for GBPAUD. This is my bias for GBPAUD. Now let's go to the next one, EURCAD. Now let's go to EURCAD. Let's go to EURCAD. That's my bias for GBPAUD. So quickly let's go to EURCAD. Okay, on EURCAD, market is still moving upward. We are still forming new break of structure to the upside. So let's go on 1 hour time frame. Let's go on 1 hour time frame. Now on 1 hour time frame, we are going to focus on this current market. We are going to really focus on this current market here on EURCAD. Sorry, we are going to really focus on this current market, which is this one. Now what I'm seeing here in my own strategy, I'm seeing an head and shoulder pattern, which is this. I'm seeing an head and shoulder pattern, which is this one. So that means market is going to pull down to this side. So what I'm going to do here is just to put my zone, which is this first zone. I'll put my zone, then I'll now wait for market to retest. So now seeing at this point here, we're already seeing a candlestick confirmation, like a bearish candlestick confirmation indicating what? Sell. So when market open for Monday, we'll look for more confirmation first before entry. We don't just enter like that. We'll look for more confirmation for entry. So target it here. Our TB will be this point, and stop loss above this level, maybe like 20 pips is okay. Let's just hit. But seeing this head and shoulder pattern, it means market is going to drop, and here will be our target. So very simple. Here's going to be our target on EURCAD. The last one now I'll be looking at for this week is USDCHF. Is USDCHF. Now let's go to USDCHF quick. Is USDCHF. That's the last one I'll be looking for this week. Now USDCHF is not that clear on 1 hour time frame. Let's go on the weekly time frame. Now USDCHF, now on the weekly type of USDCHF, we are seeing what? A ranging market or a double top. The market breaks out and retests. A ranging market or a double top, the market now breaks out, now retest it. Now that means market might actually drop. And if you look at it, market forms something at this particular point here. It forms a daily weakened candlestick, like a bearish, an hanging man indicating sell on a daily time frame, on a weekly time frame, sorry. Can you see it? So this means market might actually drop to the downside on USDCHF. Now, how to now look for entry? That is the main point now. Since we're in, okay, market might actually drop because it's a double top and a retest, market might actually drop. How to now look for entry now? So let's go down to the 4 hours time frame, for instance, down to the 4 hours time frame. So this is where market is currently. So now what we have here now is what we have here now. Let's put out our zone. What we have here, let's put out our zone. Now we have the first zone here. The first zone here, market actually retested it. Market actually retested it, and we have the second zone here. Now this will now be our entry level. If the market now breaks if the market now breaks from this side, breaks out from here, wait for a retest, you sell. But if the market now breaks outside of this zone here, we test it, then we buy. So that will be my bias for this week. So this might be a good trade entry. So you can target any you want it, either 1-3, 1-2, 1-4, any you want it. So that is just it, guys. So these are the simple pairs I'm analyzing for this week that is going to be sure that it's going to go away due to the patterns I'm seeing. So thank you guys, see you on my next video.